so I don't really like actively read a lot of comic books, but I just like know what happens in them somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Jameson probably knows a little bit more than I do, really.
Yeah, I started reading comic books like a few years ago, and I try and keep up when I can, but sometimes I fall behind. But I've read like some of the big stuff, and I've read some of the small stuff and the in between stuff. So yeah,
Cool. Cool
And
beans.
Ben, you don't read comics, is what I'm hearing. You don't do that, do you?
Yes. No. I don't read comics, and so I guess kind of the whole point of this is actually like explaining to me how or what's going on in these comics. Would you say like this podcast is probably for someone who doesn't? It's for people that don't know as much about comics and want to
yes,
learn
Yeah,
more.
yeah, that's pretty much the target audiences, really.
But no, my name is Bennett. We're all have been friends for a long time, and this is like our third show we've probably done together.
Something
yeah.
like that, yeah.
Sounds right.
But no, yeah, I'm not as big on comics as these two. I've read a few. I used to work at a store that sold comics, so I kind of got exposed to them that way. But no, I'm excited to see what y'all got going on and what you're gonna talk to me about.
The first comic that I want to sort of kind of, or the first storyline that I want to show to you, Bennett, is House of M. Kind of because of WandaVision, but
Yes.
it's not exactly, I guess.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
because if
Okay.
for those
Yeah,
unaware, House of M is reportedly a big influence with WandaVision, which it really is, but also isn't at the same time. If that makes
yeah.
sense.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay,
It's
I didn't know. I've
influence,
only seen the
yes,
first episode of WandaVision, so
yes, yes. Well,
gotcha. So House of M.
Yeah, yeah, House of M. I suppose. Well, let me get on the first issue. Actually, I'm looking at it like as we're speaking
well,
right now.
do you want to give like a basic overview of what it is about,
Uh,
Antoine?
yo, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you want to do that, Jameson? You want to?
Sure, I can try my best.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically storyline where basically Wanda's kind of like slowly kind of going insane over the loss of her children and everything, and so
This is House of M.
Yes,
yes,
it's House of M. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was actually like had the same character. I thought you were just saying like it was like inspired by
I mean yeah, because it has the same characters. It's just that the
like how
plot
like
is
Hearts of Darkness, is like in an Apocalypse
yeah.
Now. Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Mm.
It's slightly different because you can't use like all the characters and all the same shit, whatever. But like it's pretty much
Yeah.
like influencing that because the whole point is that, like I said, Wanda's kind of slowly going insane over the loss of her children, and so Professor X and Magneto are like trying to like help her and decide like what should we do with her. And she creates this reality where everyone gets their greatest desires. So like Spider-Man gets to live a life where he's Spider-Man and he gets to be married and has Uncle Ben. And
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rogers didn't freeze and come back years later. He actually got to live out his life, become a veteran, retire, etc. So there's like this new reality where everyone
Oh.
gets what they want. And in this reality too, Magneto gets his wish where basically mutants are superior to humans, and this is basically a mutant utopia. And so the plot is basically Wolverine is the only one who remembers both lives, and he's trying to get it back to normal with the help of some heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Wait, so in that
Oh
Yeah.
case,
yeah.
so let me guess where you go with this. So
Mm-hmm.
in that case, oh, by the way, Magneto is in the movies. He's played by Ian
Michael
McKellen, right?
Fassbender and
And
TV show.
Fast
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Fassbender, is he like the young Magneto?
He was
Yeah.
the
He's young
prequel,
Magneto.
yes,
Yeah.
prequel, yeah.
Anyways, I forget. No, I'm not as big on it. But okay. But so let me guess. So like
Mm-hmm.
supposedly that's what. So what's her name? Wanda was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want this, and so Magneto was like, all right, I got you. Is that what we're talking about here?
Not
Not
really.
exactly.
That's not really how it went out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How'd it
Well,
happen?
we'll explain it to you
Yes.
as
Oh,
we're
okay.
looking
But
at it. Yeah.
one thing we should talk about though is that like this changed the status quo of the universe going forward. And there's also not even with like in universe, but even outside of universe, like in sorry, publication wise too, this changed how Marvel does like events now. Like this kind of shaped up how they start writing their events and when they release them and everything like that.
What do you mean, like by advanced?
Because typically events were very I won't say rare, but they were very like every few years. So like up till that point, there was not really a lot of events. There was like the Infinity Gauntlet, and there was probably like some other stuff, but it was very like low scale kind of things. And so House of M was like this first big one in a while, and because of how well House of M did critically and financially, Marvel started doing like events like once a year after that. So like the year after that it was like Civil War, and the year after that it was this, and then like every year they started doing events, which kind of led to a lot of fans having fatigue with that. But I mean, because of how well it did, they started doing it more.
Yeah. So when did House of M come out?
2005.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I was about to see.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Wanda. Like
Well,
or her character in general. Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely break that down.
Yeah, because there are definitely some things you need to know, I guess, before going into this.
Yeah.
Well,
And for starters, Wanda's origins, which I can sort of kind of, I guess, tell you here.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Wanda Maximoff is obviously Scarlet Witch, but she's usually like accompanied by her twin brother, which they're both mutants, Quicksilver.
That's how they're related?
Yeah, they're related. Yeah, no, they're twins.
Gotcha,
Typically in the
okay.
comics. But yeah, they're usually Magneto's like kids, and I think in this they are Magneto's
They
kids.
are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they are Magneto's kids and shit. I think even in like the movies,
Well,
Evan Peters.
Yeah, in the prequel, Evan Peters Quicksilver is his son. But in the MCU, they couldn't do that, obviously.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because who's Evan Peters in the MCU?
Quicksilver. Or no, he's not.
He's not in the MCU.
Wait, he's not?
No, he was the Quicksilver in the X-Men franchise, which is Fox.
Oh wait, I forgot X-Men's not part of the MCU. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, typically both of them are like Magneto's kids, and that's how they inherited their powers through him, I guess.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, no, Wanda's got like weird powers, I suppose. She's got like magic or something.
They're magic based, yeah.
Yeah, they're magic based. However, she got like stupidly ridiculous things. Like she can kill everybody just by thinking about it, I guess.
Like
what?
Yeah, like we haven't gotten to yet, but I will explain the context that led up to House of M, because there is some things that led up to House of M which are very like not important, but it kind of shows you where her mindset is in terms of like her powers and shit.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
she's definitely like weird with that, I suppose. Like, oh my god, dude! In the MCU, they definitely like they nerfed
Is she like
her.
OP?
Well, they're kind of ramping it up now.
She is
really,
OP.
They're kind of ramping it up though.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no, but
no.
yeah, no.
But
I mean,
real quick
Go
question.
Yeah.
So like, so you said that Wanda and Magneto have kids?
No,
Wanda is Magneto's kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, you tell me Ian McKellen, and is there like a scene where this happens?
No,
or like...
That'd be funny as fuck, though. That'd be funny.
Oh god.
I thought that's what you said. I was like, oh yeah, Magneto and Wanda have. I was like, huh?
No, that's funny.
And huh? That's funny.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, no. I was trying to figure out what you meant. Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
But so in that case, so Wanda, I didn't even know that Wanda. So Wanda has kids, though, right? Or had kids.
She does have kids. Yes.
She has her own set of twins, Tommy and Billy.
Have we ever seen them in like the X-Men movies?
Not in the X-Men movies, but they recently just made their debut in the MCU and WandaVision.
Oh, okay. Wait, Baby Vision.
Yeah.
Is that who that is? Ew.
No. Baby Vision is something different. They're not in the 80s episode of WandaVision. They do the 80s like intro montage, and so they have a picture of Vision as a baby, but it's not one of her kids though.
Yeah.
But that's funny though. That'd be actually funny.
I just try to connect the dots. I'm like, yeah, dude, Baby Vision is totally Wanda and Vision's kid.
That's great.
I love that.
It's like how people are like, oh yeah, Baby Yoda is definitely like Yoda, but as a child, even though it like doesn't line up.
Yeah,
that's funny though.
For sure. But speaking of Vision, actually.
Should I explain the context that built up to this?
Yes, because like there's some like as I was reading it, there were some it explains some things that happened before this comic.
Basically, leading up to House of M, like I said, the whole point of the series is like premise of like what we do with Wanda, because like I said, she's kind of going insane and she's kind of losing her grip on her reality powers, and this kind of started in like the West Coast Avengers, because this is where Vision kind of like was like how do I phrase it? Like kind of lost his emotions, I guess that makes sense. Like he became more like robotic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And he also her twins apparently like was like a figment of her like her reality powers. So they weren't never existed basically. They never truly
Baby
existed.
Vision
So she
didn't
lost
exist. Oh my
not
god. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
but they never
Yeah.
existed.
Okay.
And so and the next storyline, Avengers Disassembled, this saw Wanda turn against the Avengers. So basically like she turned on her team kind of like and kind of killed some of them. Like she killed Hawkeye and Vision.
Mhm.
Uh
Huh?
yeah, and
Yeah.
she kind of like lost it basically. And
What?
so yeah, and so like after the storyline, like I said, like at the end of the storyline, Professor X and Magneto, they were like, we're gonna try and help her out. So they took her to the Genosha, which is like this mutant paradise slash country, whatever. And we're trying to help her, but like Professor X was like, I can't control her forever. Like she's losing her grip more and more. I can't stop it. And so they had like a team meeting of like with the Avengers and the X-Men, like, what do we do with her? Like, what should we do?
And that's where
And
like this
Gotcha.
starts off, right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
That's where House of
after
M
that is
starts.
when after
Mhm.
that is when things go
Interesting.
I think, is there anything else you need to know before reading this? Because we
Basically,
told you
so
that, yeah, Vision and
so
Hawkeye
basically,
died.
she goes freaking nuts, and
Mm-hmm.
and that's basically that. In short, Wanda goes nuts, and that's what leads up to House of M.
basically yes,
Cool.
essentially.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right, in
pretty
that
much,
case,
yeah.
so let's start in with House of M. I'm intrigued.
This comic starts off with Wanda sort of kind of giving birth.
Oh,
Yeah, no, she's screaming in pain, stuff like that. It's all good.
okay.
And she gives birth to a set of twins.
Baby Vision and well, okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, she gives birth to twins. What are their names?
Yeah, they're not giving names yet, because like this has happened like right now. But yeah, I mean there are like some people here. There's I'm seeing Doctor Strange,
They're all there for like the birth of the children.
yeah, Vision is here actually.
Well, yeah, he's the
And
dad.
keep in mind he
Oh,
died. Well, he died. So that's sort of kind of like your hint that something's not right or
wait
whatever.
a minute. Wait.
Uh,
Wait a minute. So Vision. So wait, this is after. So wait, this is after she went nuts, and then she's giving birth.
and killed
Is this
Vision.
like
Yeah,
because okay,
yeah,
so I've seen the first episode of WandaVision. Is this like
hmm
hmm
is this like how it just goes straight into it and doesn't explain anything? Um or is it kind of like that? Because I know the first episode of WandaVision's like that.
it's kind of like that. However, it does
A
get
tad bit,
explained. Like,
yeah.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, uh, but yeah, no. As she gives birth, there are everyone that's in the room. They sort of kind of celebrate, I suppose. And yeah, Vision's alive. Obviously, he's happy to be a dad.
Yeah.
But we hear a voice coming from like out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it's shown to be Professor X,
Oh.
and he's sort of kind of looking mad at Wanda, and he's sort of kind of telling her to put them back or whatever.
Put them back.
And yeah, because essentially what happened
How
here
could she
is
put them back?
Back in the oven.
Back in the oven?
well, what he means, I'll put them back. He says put the world back, but
Oh, I thought you meant like you just give birth. It's like no, I want to go back. No, I was having fun there. Put me back right now.
but yeah, no. Yeah, he sort of he rolls up in here and he sort of kind of explains that he starts yelling at her, saying that this isn't how it's supposed to be. Vision is
Yeah,
indeed dead. So she's sort
yeah.
of kind of making all this happen, essentially.
Oh, so he's like calling her on her like crazy stuff.
Yeah, pretty
Gotcha.
much. Uh, and that's the big reveal. That's the first reveal right there that none of this is real. Uh,
Gotcha.
and yeah, no, she has another mental breakdown.
Just right after
Well,
giving
no,
birth,
no,
or
no, not after giving birth, but after Professor X telling her to put things back and telling her that
so is she really even giving? Is she really even like giving birth in that scene, or?
not really.
Not really. It's
Yeah,
all in
it's
her
pretty
head.
much in her because she has like reality
Oh,
warping
gotcha.
abilities, and anytime she has like a mental breakdown is
Oh,
when things really go sideways. So
okay,
yeah, no,
gotcha.
he tells her that none of this is real, that she's just being stupid. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, she even has an even bigger mental breakdown, and she puts everything back to, I guess, where they were. And yeah,
Oh.
yeah, no, it's
So
very odd indeed. Oh yeah, and she starts remembering that she killed the Avengers, and all her memories start kind of come back, and she starts feeling that guilt for a bit.
oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
gotcha. So this is all
Mhm.
happening in like the first
Yeah,
few
this is like the
pages,
first
or
couple pages, like right off the
Yeah.
bat. She gives birth. Something's not right with that. Professor X comes in.
so she has this whole like reality
Yeah,
check.
yeah, yeah. Essentially, because oh yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, okay. What happens then?
Basically after that is when I said like, Professor kind of realized like I can't hold her back forever. Like we got to do something about it because I can't keep controlling it. So he basically arranges a meeting with like the Avengers, X-Men, and some other like, I guess like lone heroes who aren't a part of a team, and they're basically
Yeah.
like, talking about like what should we do with her. And I think someone at first said like we should kill her. I think it was Emma Frost who said
yeah.
that,
It was Emma Frost.
and
Yeah,
then
Dang.
it was Emma Frost, yeah, and then Captain America's like that they should try and find different ways. Uh, but the X were kind of saying like if word gets out that like a mutant who can change reality goes insane, like that would that would regress our progression with equality and shit. So they kind of keep going for a while, and then it's revealed that Professor X actually asked Doctor Strange to help with Wanda, but he's also not strong enough to combat her magic either. Like he can't do it either. So basically,
Gotcha.
Wolverine's like, we just gotta
yeah,
kill her. So
yeah. Because
they,
Whoa.
like, well, it's
but
very
basically they
divided.
decide,
Like there are some people here, like Spider-Man, who's like, no,
yeah,
I'm not really
well,
cool with that, and also Captain America. But there's also here people like
Spider-Man's kind of a pushover.
that's great.
Just a little
Uh,
bit.
I mean, yeah,
but yeah, because like they basically, but like before they like definitively like as a group decide that they want to go talk to her first. They like decide to head over to Genosha where she is. But
Uh-huh.
Quicksilver, who was listening in on all this, runs back to Genosha and talks to Magneto, his dad, and is like, "Hey, like they're on their way. They're planning on killing Magneto, like killing Wanda. What should we do?" And Magneto's like he doesn't know what to do, and he's clearly upset. Like, they're both very upset, but he's like, "I don't like what should I do?" And so
Yeah.
it's kind of like the last thing you see is them doing that, and then the next thing is like you see Xavier, like Professor X, and then the rest of the group on Genosha, but they see that Wanda's gone, and then
Oh.
they start disappearing one by one until I think Spider Man's the
hmm
last one, and then there's just like a white light, like a white blinding light, and then
Oh.
reality's changed after
yeah.
that.
Oh, and that's what. Oh. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. I don't know who Magneto is.
He basically is kind of like how Professor
I mean,
X is.
I know he is. I just don't know what his deal is. Yeah.
Basically, he thinks while Professor X wants equality with mutants and humans, Magneto thinks that mutants are better than humans. He thinks that that mutants should be superior to humans,
Oh,
and
okay.
that
So like Aryan race type stuff then,
Well,
right?
I was gonna say more like Martin Luther King and like Malcolm X. You know,
not. Well, I'd say Martin Luther King is more Professor X. Professor X is the one who wants equality, but
Malcolm X, yeah, being more like Magneto, and Martin Luther King being like,
yeah, because Malcolm X was like, yeah, that's definitely that's a way of putting it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So in that case is so like Magneto is like he's working. He wants
hmm
like the mutants to like be cool and all everything good to
hmm
happen with them. However, at the same time, he is like I don't know, destructive.
basically, yeah, because like as I said, like he thinks that mutants should be better than uh than humans, and but like the way he kind of tries to build that progression is based on violent acts and etc.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, this starting to make sense now. Now, do Magneto and like Professor X get along or anything?
They used to in their beginning phase, like when they first met and everything, but it
Gotcha.
kind of, as time went on, they kind of realized that they both had different ideologies about how to go about getting equality for mutants. So they kind of
Gotcha.
parted ways.
So is
You
this
could
like
say.
so is this like a Saruman and Gandalf kind of situation, or
You could.
where they were used to be homies and work together? Or are these people like brothers or what?
They definitely like are like most typically known as enemies, but there have been a lot of times where they have like worked together and have been friendly with one another. Because like I said, they when they first met everything, they were like brothers, like they were great friends. But like as I said, when their ideologies kind of clashed, they parted ways. But there have been a lot of times in the comics where they will team up or work together or everything like that.
Yeah. And I think even
Gotcha.
in this comic, that's definitely one of those moments where they team up against
Yeah, because they
Wanda.
both were looking over. Yeah, because they were both looking over Wanda at the beginning.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. This makes sense then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, so where were we?
Oh yes, the world
Yes.
went
Well, the
white.
new reality. Yes.
I
Yes.
want to say this now because it's kind of I
Go
really
for it.
like
Go
this
for it.
actually. So as we said, the first person that sort of kind of gets blasted, I suppose, is Peter Parker, Spider-Man. The world turns white
Yeah.
for a bit, and we see Peter Parker waking up in bed, and it's supposed to be all normal. It's whatever. However, the sort of kind of panel sort of kind of goes down, and we see that he is married to Gwen Stacy, which is supposed to be dead. In
Hmm.
Mm.
this, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, he's
Because that's what he wants.
he
Hmm.
wants to be married, and he wants to be specifically married to Gwen Stacy. And we also hear
Gotcha.
like whining, so it's implied that they have at least one kid.
Or someone's just really upset.
Yeah,
Someone's having a fucking
So they
tantrum.
have kids, or
yeah.
someone's very upset. Okay, sorry, continue.
And
Very
that's
good.
actually the end of the first
Yes.
issue. Uh
Yeah, that.
Wait, wait, really? How many
Well,
pages is it?
there's 8 issues in total. It spans 8
mhm.
issues, but that was the first one.
What? How many How many pages is each issue?
It's like
Well, I'm not sure because we're just doing some. We're kind of doing summaries, so it's probably longer than
Well,
how we've been talking about
I
it.
was
yeah.
about to
Yeah.
say it sounded like this was like a 3-page deal.
No, because
No.
I've just been we've just been summarizing shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
then the next sort of kind of the next issue then picks up where, mutants
yeah.
just roam the streets.
Well, yeah, because we should mention again, like this is a new reality where everyone got their um biggest desires, basically, like their wishes, their
Mhm.
deepest wishes. So
And
everyone kind of
Magneto
got
is the one who granted them these wishes and stuff.
well. We'll pick up on
Yeah.
that later.
Oh,
But
oh,
essentially,
oh,
like,
oh.
but essentially, there's only really, I will say this though, I don't know how small scale it was, because obviously, you just focus on heroes with this series. So I'm not sure if like it worked with like even like local civilians or if it was just the heroes who got their wishes because
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
mostly just see all the heroes. Like I said, Spider-Man got his wish, Cyclops, Carol Danvers, Steve Rogers, Gambit, Wolverine. Like a lot of these heroes got their wishes, but like, uh, it's unclear on
Who else got them?
like.
Well, if he said that Magneto is the one who is like doing all this stuff, then it probably would not be just your everyday people that got these things, right?
Probably.
I mean, that's the thing, I guess, because I don't know. Because again, like I said, it seemed very not selective, I guess you could say, but it felt like from reading it that it didn't hit all heroes
Yeah.
essentially. Like there was a lot of heroes who
Yeah.
did get their wishes, but there was other heroes who probably didn't. So I don't know. I guess it kind of just felt.
Gotcha. Oh,
I won't
okay.
say random, but it just felt like I don't know. Like there was a reason for it. I guess you could
Oh
say.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, but
Gotcha.
I guess to continue though, like as we're talking about these heroes, like in this new reality, like you said, Spider Man married to Gwen Stacy. He even got to keep Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben didn't
Yeah,
die.
Uncle Ben did not die.
Yo,
Uh,
my man.
Cyclops got married to Emma Frost.
Nah,
Doctor
I don't know
Strange
who
is a
that is.
psychologist.
Cool.
Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel. This actually, I think, is the first time she became Captain Marvel. I believe. I think this is kind of what started her track to becoming officially Captain Marvel in the main
Mhm.
universe. Like I said, Steve Rogers, he didn't freeze over and come back decades later. He actually got to live his life, become a veteran,
Oh
retire,
yeah.
and
Oh,
Wolverine
okay.
got all of his memories back. He has all of his memories returned to
Wait,
him.
wait, you're missing a very crucial person in this, Jameson.
Are you talking about Magneto?
Oh, I was gonna say Kitty Pryde was an elementary school teacher, but yeah, I forgot all about her.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Kitty Pryde.
Kitty
That's
Pryde is
right.
the racist one, right?
I think it's just that
Yeah,
one
that's
moment
funny.
in comics that we don't
That's
talk
Oh wait,
about. We don't talk about. We do not.
That's funny. That's funny.
Sorry, I forgot about that. See, I don't know these characters that well. However, I do know that about Kitty Pryde.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
Oh my god.
But no, basically a lot of heroes got their wishes, but obviously Magneto got like the big he got like I'm not even sure like he only got like he got obviously that wish, but he got a lot of with his wish base. He got a lot with his wish.
We see like a bunch of kids. We see like a bunch of kids like using their powers and everything. So it's implied that yeah, they're mutants and they are definitely roaming about. Because normally they wouldn't do this. Normally mutants are like looked down upon. So it's very sort of kind of shameful to be one. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But yeah, no, it's in this new reality, it's sort of kind of like My Hero, where there's a superhuman society, and yeah,
Oh,
everyone sort of kind of uses their
got.
powers, so that's I guess big change number one.
Yeah, yeah, and I should mention like I said, humans are now looked down upon,
Hmm.
and heroes are kind of the exception. Like they're like still a little bit, but not as much because they're not mutants. I guess you could say.
So like My Hero then.
A little
Yeah,
bit, yeah,
kind
of,
yeah,
yeah.
because I think it said how like there's something about how like because this is also a thing too like in the main universe too, but a lot of people think that Spider-Man is a mutant. So in this new world, everyone thinks Spider-Man's a mutant. They're just like, oh, like he's cool. But someone like Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel, like she's not a mutant, so she's kind of like in that weird gray area where it's like we don't really look down upon you, but you're not still cool like us.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, is this like so? Which Spider-Man is this? Is this like Peter Parker? Or is this like
Yes, Peter
I
Parker.
mean,
Yes.
is this like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or like
Well, they
Andrew
really
Garfield Spider-Man?
like in terms of personality wise.
No, I mean, because doesn't Andrew Garfield didn't it? He's not actually. I'm trying to think. So I know with Peter Parker, it's like the whole radioactive spider thing, but like,
Uh-huh.
did they do that with Andrew Garfield? Because I thought he actually just built a thing that let him shoot webs.
He did get bit, but the whole point is that in the comics he builds his own web shooters like Andrew Garfield does. But for some reason, Sam Raimi changed it to where he just had web come out of his wrist for his trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not even in the comics where it just comes out of his wrist.
Well,
No.
sometimes it is, but it's more. It's
In
it's
some-
it's more. It's
in
more
some-
that it's just the web shooters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly web shooters.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In this
Gotcha.
universe, I think Peter is supposed to be aged up a little bit too. Yeah, because he's married now.
Well, yeah, he's married. He's a kid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a new world, essentially. I'm trying to think what else.
So mutants are now
Well-
like it's normal and like they're praised and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's
And
like Magneto's like Wet Dream pretty much.
basically
basically.
yeah.
And
Gotcha.
but we should touch upon this again. Like I said, Wolverine got all of his memories back, which means he didn't just get memories from this new. Because I was right too. None of the heroes remember the old reality. All their memories come from this new reality. None of them remember a time before this reality was created. The only one who remembers both realities is Wolverine. He remembers both the old reality and this new one.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
gotcha.
we're first shown with Wolverine where he sort of kind of has a nightmare getting experimented on and all that. So so this is all his memories, and then he wakes up to like this new reality where I guess he's like I don't know, I guess he's fucking Mystique or something. I guess it's implied that they're like a thing or something in this reality.
Oh, I didn't know that. Dang.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, he sort of kind of just wakes
That's
up. Yeah, no,
strange.
he just wakes up to Mystique sort of kind of getting a little freaky.
Just like, hey.
Yeah, but he's not having it. He's just,
he wakes up and she's being freaky?
or he wakes.
You mean like they were like she was doing it and while he was
No,
sleeping?
no. Like he wakes up and then she was about to get freaky. Like.
Oh, well that's probably still strange.
And yeah, no, but he's just not having it. He's freaking out because he still remembers this other reality, and he knows that this should not be happening. And
Oh, so he's like, bro. Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
bro, get off me.
So this is like, for example, this is like Marty McFly whenever he wakes up, and he's like, "Oh, we're good old 1955," and she's trying to get freaky.
With his mom.
And,
Yeah.
and well, mine's the mom part. Yeah, like she's trying to get freaky, and he's like, "Ah!"
I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah, no.
Cool.
But yeah, he wakes up, he gets all of his memories back, and I guess it's sort of kind of said that he's an agent of Shield or something in this new reality.
Yeah, it is. For some reason,
Oh,
yeah, in this
okay.
reality, he is an agent of Shield.
And so he's on top of the helicarrier,
Oh.
which is a floating ship, I suppose.
The thing from the first Avengers
Yeah.
movie, remember that thing their base?
Yeah, remember that
Oh, yeah,
floating
that was
thing?
cool.
Yeah, he's on top of that. But yeah, no, he does the most baller thing ever, and he jumps off the helicarrier while it's in the air.
Is it? Wait, hold on, real quick. Is this after? So is this after he wakes up? So he wakes up and and she about to get freaky, and then he just jumps off the thing. Like, is this all in the same place?
Well,
Basically,
yeah,
yeah.
he
Basically.
wakes up. He
Dang.
wakes up and he leaves the room, and he sort of kind of starts
He said,
seeing.
"Don't call me."
Yeah, but
That's kind of funny. It's like, and just jumps off the thing.
yeah, but yeah, no, he then starts sort of kind of going on this like little road trip or whatever, just trying to see what's
Yeah.
wrong with here, and he starts off with trying to find Professor X.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, because he goes to the school and he finds a family that's been living there, and they don't know who Professor X is.
Yeah.
So he basically tries to
Interesting.
locate other heroes, and he goes to Stark Tower to try and talk to Tony, but that's when he's stopped by what about the hiccup?
Jon Favreau.
I wish, honestly, that'd be funny. He's stopped by his teammates, like his fellow, I guess you could say, Shield agents or whatever.
Yeah.
And he escapes, but basically he then runs into this human resistance group led by Luke Cage, and that's where he meets, or not meets, but he finds out that Hawkeye is alive in this universe because he's a part of that group.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So in that case, does this story just follow Wolverine for the most part?
For the most part, yeah, because he's trying to basically make sense of what's going on and figuring out how to change it back. Basically, he's the only one who remembers that old reality.
Oh yeah. And also, I will
Yeah.
say, in this, like in the Resistance, however, there is a girl who I guess has
Yeah.
the ability to give people back their memories from their old lives, and I guess that's sort of kind of
okay.
how some of them know that this reality isn't really real or something. Like Luke Cage gets some of his memories back. Yeah, Logan is definitely intrigued by her because he other than him, she is so far the only other person that remembers all the other events.
Yeah, and her
Gotcha.
with her power, she can enlighten the others
Yeah.
to show them that too.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she suggests.
Okay, that's actually pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but she does it with a lot of heroes, including Hawkeye, who then kind of like leaves because he's very distraught over the fact that he was killed by Wanda.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it out here. It's we're going like an hour long right here.
Well, okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hey guys, thanks for bearing with me.
We'll see you in part 2.
Well, I hope you're liking it so far.
Oh no, I am. This is pretty cool, actually.
You'll get to see the big moment.
The big moment.
Oh, nice. Sweet. I hope it's something cool, not like disappointing, like in My Hero, whenever he eats the hair or something.
Oh no! Oh no! This is definitely a huge, great payoff. I think
it definitely changed the universe. Like it changed status quo.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. We'll cover that next time though. So yeah, we'll catch you on the flip flop.